Pain to eat.
What's that? Oh, bruh.
Oh, we going like that out here?
Out the bottle?
It's the last little bit of it. You know what I mean?
Come on, man. You didn't come over here to this darn cute, man. Come on over here to this darn fuck that Bacardi shit.
I fuck with the gold though.
The gold.
I'm gonna look at that.
But Al, I did have that. I had that last week. That is the Rocks. With Dwayne Johnson's, and it's all right.
You know, when it's so smooth when it's chilled.
I looked quick though, but I swear when I walked into the liquor store, I seen some Ciroc French toast. Am I tripping?
You're getting out of hand with this shit now.
Yeah.
No, I swear to God, I seen Ciroc toast, dog. I swear to God, I seen that joint.
The Rock off that Nike Dunk Virgil off-white shit. All these different
I swear.
that don't even sound like it would taste good though.
Hey,
I don't know.
I've actually had a French toast shot. I forgot what it was, a fight party. Somebody had a French toast shot.
It was
Let me Google this shit.
rum chata and what's the junk? The cinnamon junk.
Oh man.
What's the
I don't know. Oh, you talking about a Fireball?
Fireball. Rum chata and Fireball. That's cinnamon toast crunch.
Oh yeah, that should be good.
Maybe that's French toast. I don't know. You gotta find something to cut it with.
No, I don't see it. I don't see it on Google, but I swear to God, I seen Ciroc French toast. I seen something.
I just told you it was rum chata and Fireball.
No, nigga. No, I already knew that shit. That's old. Nah, I'm talking about I walked in the liquor store the other day and I swear I seen a Ciroc bottle that said French toast. Maybe I was looking too fast or whatever. Maybe it just said French. It might have said French vanilla or something, but I swore it said French toast. Swear. But still.
We used to be on that shit hard as fuck, the Ciroc shit.
Mm-hmm.
Rock Peak.
Yeah.
So,
What's your overall outlook on Ciroc though? Like after, you know what I'm saying, we been using that shit for a minute, or used to. So I mean, what y'all think about Ciroc?
That was just a good phase.
It was a good phase.
It's a nice. It's vodka, right? It's a nice little.
But they say like, that vodka is made from grapes. You know, vodka is made from like potatoes or grain and shit like that. But that vodka,
yeah,
that shit used to fuck me up every time, every goddamn time.
it did. Me too. I probably used to get more sick off that than any other shit. That's why I stopped drinking that shit.
You're gonna drink it like a fish.
I remember that one time I was passed out in your parking lot off the Ciroc.
Oh, shit.
I was like, I don't know, get home. He was like, where are you? I was like, I don't know. And I was in your parking lot.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we was talking about the media and Project Mockingbird and
fuck that shit. I posted.
Did you get the video I sent you, nigga? The video I sent you, Shadowgate?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah,
I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't watch the whole thing.
If you watch it, you be talking all the shit right now.
Yeah.
It just tell you how these government agencies get too fucking powerful because they do like little side projects and they get like
but it's like I've seen so many. I've seen a lot of videos like that or whatever, and I've seen shit that niggas are trying to predict shit that's gonna happen when a certain president gets in power, like Obama. I've seen a lot of them joints or whatever. But
Shadowgate don't predict nothing to tell you what happened. What happened, McCain Jones, and tell you what happened with the Trump Jones. It pretty much predict what happens now.
That's what I'm saying. They're trying to forecast what's gonna happen or whatever. You know, I've seen. I mean, I'll watch and pay attention and shit. You know, yeah. If I lived through it or whatever, I seen. Yeah, this president does this or whatever. But what I'm saying is, like, when it comes down to like the forecasting, when you want to get into the forecasting
every day
anyway on this shit, it's like, all right. But I had my question didn't make it this week, so I'm gonna put it in the OT and say, did y'all know that a sitting president can still become president or whatever, whether or not he has the popular votes, if he has the least amount of popular votes, and if he has the least amount of electoral college votes? Did y'all know that?
Are you
No, I did
saying it's
not.
pertaining to like if we were to still be at war or something like that? Or?
No, it wasn't even. It had nothing to do with war or nothing like that. It's just all politics, law
They
type
say you
shit.
don't have to win the election and still become the president, pretty much.
Exactly. He, not even just Trump, but any sitting president legally does not.
So the basically a first term president can still become the president even if they don't win the election.
Exactly.
Okay.
Popular or electoral vote. Just by not conceding defeat or
Really?
whatever. It goes
I
into
never
extra.
knew that.
Yeah, man, I did not know that shit. I seen it. I post a video or whatever, but Van Jones. I don't know if y'all know him. Y'all should know him. Van Jones.
y'all see that man crying.
Yeah, he was crying. Yeah.
Yeah, y'all should know Van Jones. He had a video the other day explaining.
He didn't look like an actor on CNN.
You think he was acting?
That looked like a fucking actor.
Well, he was dropping tears. He's a good ass actor.
I didn't think he was acting, but nah.
Yeah, I think it was that serious.
I think me personally, I think Trump, and I don't have no inside information or anything. I think what he's doing is he's playing the long game and he's trying to get like with that, like he's been sending out emails and everything saying like the re-election fund or whatever, but then like in the fine print of that John it say like up to 60% can go towards like the debt of his campaign and shit. And so what I think he might be doing is literally just like holding out and continuing to hold out as long as like he's able to accept donations or accept money to be able to get out of debt a little bit easier.
But Trump been in debt. Like,
yeah, I know.
I wouldn't say get out of debt. He's holding on to that money for the next election.
Yeah, he already got like, and that's another thing. He already supposedly has like developed or is generating like a PAC for 2024. So I mean, like accepting money either it can go towards this quote unquote this debt for the presidential election for 2016 or 2020, but then it also can go towards the funds for 2024 too. So
I didn't even know he could run again. I thought that was it.
No, he only been in office one term. You're allowed to get 2 terms. He only been in office for 1 term.
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were allowed to have a term, then have a term off, and then run again.
Yeah.
Hey,
There's a couple
you can do.
Mm-hmm.
he can be old as shit though.
Probably because you probably didn't know that because he's probably one of the few that ain't got a consecutive term behind him.
Yeah, that's true.
Shit. Yeah, I think he's like one of three or one of 4 or whatever that ain't get a consecutive term or whatever the fuck. Everybody
Which makes it even more weird.
Yeah. So we know there's some wild shit going on. You must ain't be doing something right.
What'd you say, Randall?
I don't believe none of this shit. Like, there's no winner, there's no loser. Like, everything is working out the way it's supposed to work out.
As far as what?
Like there's a plan. There's a plan. Like this shit is supposed to happen the way this shit is supposed to happen on their part.
Wait, you talking about as far as society, or you mean like on some like spiritual type stuff.
The winner of the president
System.
The winner of the president is supposed to work out in this way, like regardless of voter fraud or recounts and shit like this, like has no bearing on what's supposed to happen. Like this is the outcome that is needed for certain agendas and certain plans to carry out here on out.
So you think that this is the start, or this is just part of what was already happening?
Like this, ain't the start. Like this is what's needed to happen. Like this is just like, this is okay, yeah, this is the start. This is the start. Like this needs to happen for XYZ to happen because this is the plan.
Right.
This is the plan.
Right.
Like.
So to clarify, no, I'm asking a question. So to clarify is because some people will say that this is how we know that Trump is not he's not a puppet or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He does what he wants to do or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I also think he's a puppet because all the shit that happened with the COVID shit. And he pressing like certain vaccines and shit and getting certain companies to make money off the vaccines. And then it's just clockwork, like Biden getting office and then these shits hit our cell phones talking about, you know what I mean? Oh, this contact tracing shit. And then boom, Maryland shuts down. I don't know about other states. I just talk about Maryland. Maryland shuts down again. And like it's like all clockwork. Like nothing.
I don't.
Nothing has happened since. Like this shit.
But have they not have the actual scientists and doctors, have they not been saying that when the fall and winter come around, it's gonna the shit is gonna, you know what I'm saying, it's not gonna be like it was in the summer, but when the fall and the winter come around, they were saying the COVID shit is gonna bump up.
Yeah, big time. But I bet we won't be talking about the flu whatsoever.
Yeah. And I don't know, but because it's still the same symptoms, but we'll see.
Yeah, but you got like these big vaccine companies talking about, oh yeah, we got the sauce now, like we got the answer and shit. But like these what was it, Pfizer or whatever, like they said they got 90% accuracy and shit, but these haven't been peer reviewed. It's like their own internal review.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like this is clockwork. Like, it's like boom, 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 boom. Like it's happening just like that.
Right. If you could, so what do you think that I know it's a tough question to ask, but what do you think the end game is? More power? Because it's like they already got the power. So like,
power. Yeah, I mean it's power, of course.
No, it's not.
It's money. Like
I mean,
it's money. Like people get contracts to do this. You get contracts to make the vaccine. You get contracts to issue the vaccine. You get contract, like you provide a need and you provide a solution.
mm-hmm.
That's why this nigga Trump is like so wild to predict this, like, because you want to talk about contracts and shit, and this nigga I think that he gave a fucking contract he gave a contract to goddamn Kodak. All we know them niggas don't do nothing but make film.
A lot of people, Coca-Cola, Johnson & Johnson, everybody, Moderna.
Yeah, but we know these niggas don't do nothing but develop film. Nothing but develop film. How did they get a contract for a goddamn COVID vaccine?
How is Bill Gates the leading voice of health, and this nigga was fucking making operating systems? Like that don't make sense.
Yeah, that's some other stuff though. It's the same shit.
It's the same shit.
Like, I would. The only reason why I want to say it's the same shit is because
it's the
Bill Gates has continued to be relevant and stayed in as far as I want to say developmenting. Dog, he's been in other countries doing other types of shit or whatever. Kodak has not done shit but develop film, dog. How do they get a contract for fucking a COVID-19 vaccine, dog.
But
That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
Look at Bill Gates' track record. He's been fucking killing people in Africa.
Yeah, I give you that. I give you that. So here's a track record of giving some bullshit vaccines or whatever, some bullshit vaccines or whatever, wherever Africa, wherever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? But
when did he become the guy?
I don't know, cause I done seen a couple of joints. I remember he tried to go into India, whatever. I forgot the lady's name or whatever, but some Indian state secretary or whatever the fuck. She was like, "Nah, we don't want this motherfucker over this joint. We done seen what he did in Africa. We done seen what he did there and there, whatever the fuck." But,
Marcus, what was you about to say, Marcus?
Oh nah, I was responding to what you were saying when you was like, is there an end game? I don't even think it's necessarily an end game. I think it's just a point. And as far as you talking about power, I think it's more about maintaining power. You know what I'm saying? It's like if imagine if you have a lot of power and it's like, but put it like this: it's like either you own it all or you don't. You know what I'm saying? So it's like any other person who's competition that leaves that drive to try to conquer other people. You see what I'm saying? It's like I might have this space, I might have this land, I might have all this, but here's another motherfucker right here. It's like we still in war with other countries for a reason. You see what I'm saying? It's like at the end of the day, it's always gonna be a drive to you know what I'm saying, push out the competition. So in order to maintain power, you have to make the people so as far as us, like even American people, they have to make us dumber, you know what I'm saying, make us more distracted, you know what I'm saying, make us keep us off, make us not realize that we're going into captivity, make us realize that we're not, you know, enslaving ourselves. Like we're basically enslaving ourselves without realizing it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like in that way they maintain control. So while we caught up in all this, like I guess you can even say the technology itself, they living outside that shit, using it, you know what I'm saying? Because they know what it's doing to us. You know what I'm saying? Like they put the plan in place while they on the outside living a whole. I'm talking about the elites. You know what I'm saying? They on the outside doing their own thing. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like as long as you keep control population, as long as you keep control of the population, your families and your people who are outside of the population is going to maintain their power. So I feel like this is just an everyday, and they're just trying to make it easier and easier to maintain the power. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you know, cultivating a slave mentality without us even realizing it. It's like that kind of shit. You know what I mean? That's basically what that shit is.
Power and greed.
That's what it is. It's like this guy. They got to keep reinforcing it as much because at some point in time, the consciousness of the people is going to keep expanding. So they got to keep reinforcing it because it's only in our nature to keep expanding as human beings and as conscious beings. So they have to keep reinforcing it. So it's like they're just gaining their power. That's all. You know
I feel you on that. So I feel you because it's like kind of like the government.
It's not necessarily an end game. They just
right. I feel you because
go ahead.
To some extent, it's like, you know, the government, like you said, the power, they want to make sure that they maintain the power. But to maintain also means that at a certain point, you know what I'm saying, the people and the people that you're trying to empower, they may get to the point where they catch up to you. You know what I'm saying? They, like you said, their consciousness or they start to expand or they start to evolve and they start to catch up to the government. The government like, hey, we got to do something. You know what I'm saying? Because these motherfuckers is getting smart. You know what I'm saying? They got to
put it like this:
curveballs.
No, you're 100% right. Like put it like this: it's a good analogy. It's like roaches, right? That's like they create a bug spray, they kill the roaches, but some of them survive. Then they mutate. Now you have to update the pesticide because now that shit that you was using in the past ain't working no more. So now you got to come with a new formula. You see what I'm saying? And that goes with almost damn anything. You see what I'm saying? It's the same. They use those same tactics on people. I'm talking about the elites, obviously. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they use that same shit. You know.
Yep, I agree.
So yeah.
It's levels.
Even though
What?
I saw. I was listening to the Outkast joint, the Love Below, in the whip. Need a golden calculator to divide.
It's all a plan, man.
It's levels to the shit though. It's levels. It's levels.
It's just too coincidental for it not to be a plan.
I guess. I suppose.
I wonder what a day in the life of an elite is like, though.
No rules.
What is their
Absolutely
day?
no rules, nigga.
Like, what is their
You're
day?
like you're damn near above the law.
Like, they wake up and then, like, how do you brush your, like, what do they brush their teeth with? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck?
Wooden toothbrushes.
I saw a video years ago back in the day where it was like one of the Rothschilds, and then somebody was interviewing him, and they was saying something about like, yeah, these rumors are something about your family, like you aren't you? So right, the lady was asking him, was like, yeah, all these rumors like about something about your family. This was a long time ago. After that, she was like, "Are you worried about getting arrested, or are you worried about people questioning that you guys are breaking the law?" And the funny thing about the joint nigga said, "The law, we don't follow laws." Like he wasn't worried about the fact that he was accused of laws. It was, breaking the laws. The fact that she would even say that he would follow a law, like bitch, like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? We don't do laws. Like we above that
I got
shit.
money.
Like you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what the fuck?
The
Like, that
audacity.
shit don't count for us. The audacity.
Before, yeah, that's just before
like,
the war.
He was like, that's
Y'all
for
know
you niggas.
who was
Like,
the dude that said
that shit don't count for us.
what the fuck?
That's some
Who was the dude that said I don't care who makes the laws as long as I got control of the banks? It was somebody like was it a Rockefeller? Somebody?
Rockefeller. Yeah.
It was a Rockefeller. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I give not a fuck about a law as long as I got control of the banks. That makes sense to me.
But the thing they got more like if you watch that pandemic jump, they went from oil to the school system to big pharmaceuticals because the oil and pharmaceuticals was hand in hand. They got their shit in everything. Like everything that make money now, banks, oil, the pharmaceuticals, shit to run everything now. And that's the shit that run that, and also media, and that's the shit that's powering political parties.
Yeah. All political parties.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
so,
and war too. War. That's a big one. And did y'all see
that's number one. That's number
one. Dick Cheney is like on the he's like the direct counseling for foreign affairs.
Biden?
Yeah. No. Dick Cheney.
Don't tell me that shit. Lord.
You said don't tell me that shit.
Lord. He made.
That's why I need to go ahead and go down to this gun shop real quick.
Off war? You know how much money he made off war?
Oh, too much.
You can't even get no ammunition. You could buy all the guns. Ain't no ammunition out there.
Why y'all talking about what happened?
What you mean?
How the conversation get on guns? How the conversation get on guns? What y'all talking about?
No, I said that.
Dick Cheney.
You're talking about Dick Cheney and shit.
You talking about the Quell incident?
Nah, how he's rolling with Biden now.
Biden and shit. I mean, I'm like,
how old is he? He gotta be damn near 90 years old, right?
He got at least late 80s, at least.
Like he old.
Biden pushing 80. Shit. All these niggas are old. Why are all these old ass motherfuckers in power, dog? It's like, dog, just go and die somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Because they know all the secrets.
It don't make no sense, dog. That's why shit is the way it is.
Simo, but there is right now there is a shortage on ammunition. You could buy weapons all day, but ammunition is really hard to come by right now.
You mean I can't get no slugs?
You cannot just purchase ammunition right now.
What the
fuck? In the state of Virginia or just anywhere?
I'm speaking right now as far as Virginia, but it's everywhere right now.
It makes sense because I was.
But I can see that in your state because your state is like they more liberal in Virginia with guns and shit. So I can see that.
Yeah,
shit
no, don't even
like,
think it's just
probably
Virginia,
everybody strapped out. Everybody strapped in Virginia, nigga.
Oh yeah, you go to the Walmart.
Like everybody probably got gun. Yeah, everybody probably got a gun in Virginia, nigga. I'm pretty sure. Like most people, yeah.
No,
Yep,
nigga, we live in Maryland though. I was chatting with these niggas.
I remember first time I seen a nigga. I remember first time I seen a civilian. I remember first time I seen a civilian like out and about, just at was when I was about to go over your house one time back a few years back, and I stopped at 7-Eleven. This nigga just walked in with his shit on his hip, and I was just like, the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, but he was just a regular dude. That was the first time I seen that shit. But like, how often does
nobody
it
gonna
happen?
say nothing. It's
an open carry state, right? Y'all open carry, right?
Yep.
Oh, you see that all the time, right? See?
Yeah, Walmart, 7-Eleven, Chuck E. Cheese. It don't matter.
That shit. It's Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese.
Nah, there is an ammunition scarce everywhere though.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I know it's like that. No, it's a guns too though. I was trying to get this. Though. I was trying to get this joint up at Rockville. I was trying to get this little joint I wanted to get up in Rockville or whatever. It was like, nah, it's a boom. It's a boom. You can't even walk in here and order the joint. It's a boom. You gotta wait till the shit dies down or whatever the fuck. Yeah, niggas are buying straps up and ammunition. So I wouldn't doubt it.
But I'm not surprised why, because so much instability, you know what I'm saying? And then all the fear mongering in the media and shit, you know what I'm saying? And like even right now with the whole election, it just shows that the country is not like, you know, like it's like just so much, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what the fuck is going on. Yeah, that's not even division. I mean, yeah, that, but it's just like nobody know what the hell is going to happen next. It's this. What is it like you know how like everything was routine, get up, go to work, beltway, traffic, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like, what the hell, are we gonna go back or are we not? What's next? Like that shit. So it's like that creates a lot of bullshit.
Yeah, niggas trying to be ready. Niggas trying to be ready out here.
The motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, niggas don't know what's coming next. So like that's what it is, you know.
And that's the scary part.
That's the part. That's the scary part. That's why it makes sense why so many people buy ammunition and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I got food over here. I need some ammunition now. I'll do some ammunition. Shit.
Yeah. 40 calibers. Those rounds are done. Like you might as well. You could probably find something like a friend or somebody who got it. But as far as like walking into a gun shop and buying that shit, I don't give a fuck if it's hollow tips. All that shit is gone. There's nowhere to be found.
They're just getting them big dogs, huh?
Shit.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a couple slugs. That's all.
We still gotta make it to the gun range too, though.
Yeah, we do. We gotta go to a range. Once I get my shit.
So I was going to ask that one question that was on the topics, like how y'all feel about privatized prisons being traded on the stock market.
I mean, that's wild.
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's not like we
are you
didn't
surprised?
It's
I don't think there's no surprise here.
Yeah, it's no surprise, but it's just like, you know, same shit, different toilet, same shit, different day.
Pretty much. That's crazy. The fact that we could just sit here and say, "Oh, what y'all think about private prisons being traded?" Same shit. The fact that we say that is wild. Yeah. This is so nonchalant.
But that's the thing. But
like, but people actually,
it's almost. Would you say it's up there with the presidency and all that shit?
I mean, but why would you not be? Why would you not be surprised though? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Niggas
crazy.
making money off both ends though. Like they're making money
You
off
said
the.
what?
I said niggas are.
Exactly. That's why it makes sense. Like, it makes sense that they would do that shit. That's what I'm saying.
They make
I
money
get
off the
it.
person and then also make it off the stock market as well. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, this shit ain't nothing
Come
new.
on, man.
They
That shit
been
is
they
sick.
had to have been in the stock market. Had to have been in the stock market. Had to have. Ain't no way they ain't been making money out the market. So same shit, different toilet.
I want to know exactly who though.
What you mean?
Bruce Wayne.
Exactly. You know that nigga.
So he beating the shit out of people and put them in jail and then making money.
Exactly. That's why
Tony
he
Stark.
rich.
I
That's
mean,
why
that
he
shit.
rich.
It's a
That's why
form of
he like
slavery at the end of
superpower.
the day. It's just a form of slavery at the end of the day. So I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
This is all it is.
That's why he a rich nigga with no superpowers. Just put your ass in jail.
That's their superpower, being rich.
Exactly.
Superpower. Ain't that about a bitch. But what we gonna do about it though?
Shit.
Do
Get
about
money.
what?
Get enough money not to have to worry about that shit.
Get enough money, the money that they control.
Yeah.
You're trying to get enough money that they control.
Exactly. That's how it is. You gotta participate, baby.
All right.
You gotta
All
participate.
right. That's a good. I like that. All right. So,
Unfortunately,
here's a question for y'all. Right. Here's a question for y'all. Do you think there is too much money that you like? All right, put it like this: like we all want to make a lot of money, right? But do you think there's a certain like threshold where it gets dangerous when you making dangerous money? You know what I'm saying? Where you know what I'm saying? Just the deals and the people that you, and it ain't even gotta be nothing illegal, but just the deals and the people that you exchanging with. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you think that because of the amount of money that you're dealing with, you could be putting yourself in life and death situations just because you're you know what I'm saying, messing with money, that high levels of money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me ask this real quick. Did you just ask if there's such thing as too much money?
No.
Huh?
No, what I'm saying is, at what point do you think it gets to where you're making enough money where it gets dangerous because you're making exchanging high levels of money? You know what I'm saying? Where basically like money that niggas kill over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like when you start fucking with that type of money, you know what I'm saying? Like when people's livelihoods is being affected. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about like petty shit. I'm talking about like high level shit. Like whole corporations and shit like that is like, nigga, if this shit don't work, all, you know what I'm saying? Like we all gonna get fucked up type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like that type of stuff. Like where you think
Yeah,
when you
I
make
feel
where
I
you
feel you on that
you
because
move so high up the level where now you like just like, do you think there's a corporate level where it gets so, you know, it can get violent or you know what I'm trying to say, where it can get life and death even in the corporate setting to in high levels. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense.
No, I mean that's what at any level with anything like you could take it even with like, let's say you're selling drugs, you go from nickel and diamond to now you're selling O's, and now next year you're selling QPs, the pound.
That's not a good example. Niggas gonna get
and then
violent.
like you start leveling up, the next thing you know, you go from just dealing with your average everyday weed man to the actual plug, and then you know what I'm saying, you work your way up. But as you go up, you know, the money gets bigger, but so does the I guess the severity or the dangerousness of the shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's no different with like corporations. So like once you start I don't know what point it is though. To answer your question, I don't know what the threshold is. I think like once you start having dealings with certain people, you kind of know like, oh shit, when you step into a room You know what I'm saying? You stepped into that room, you know, like, all right, these ain't your average everyday niggas right here. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers make decisions. You know what I'm saying? But what that is, I have no idea.
Yeah, when you doing foul shit, you know when you're doing foul shit.
Y'all go ahead, man. I'm gonna disagree at the end of this shit. Y'all go ahead.
What? You just predetermined he gonna disagree, but
yeah, I disagree.
But people know when they're doing foul shit, so you know when you cross.
All right, I'm gonna say this. So I get it. I get what y'all saying, but like if we talking about dealing drugs or some shit like that, it's like it's already a level of some violence that you expect with that shit. It's already a level of violence. You already expect somebody to maybe come and try and bust your shit or whatever the fuck. It don't matter if it's a rival drug dealer or if it's your own man that's trying to come up. You know what I'm saying? You already expect a level of that shit. Now, if we talking about some CEOing type of shit or whatever, I do not expect no level of violence or nothing. But I will give you the analogy. I will accept the analogy that it might even get dangerous over that joint. It will get dangerous because them motherfucking when you actually dealing with business and shit, the fucking lawyers are fucking hitman. Yeah, you can say that they shooters or whatever. They will wrap your motherfucking ass up and have your ass in the poorhouse. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, depending on whatever the situation is or whatever the fuck. So I can see the analogy that it might be the same, but I don't think it's the same though. I don't think it's the same. I think it's two different genres or whatever. Go ahead, Lex. Go ahead.
So you don't think just because I'm the CEO of, I'll say fucking Nike, it's probably bad, but if I'm the CEO of Nike and then I got the CEO of fucking Adidas, you don't think them niggas be in so much competition to each other? Like at one point in time, they'd be like, I can off this nigga, and then like they'll lose some creative geniuses, and I'll make more money on my end.
No. I ain't gonna lie. It may have crossed in somebody's mind, but no, that would never happen. Because they're at the end of the day, they are businessmen. At the end of the day, they're businessmen. They're no gang niggas. At the end of the day, they're business. They're not dealing drugs and no shit like that. There are levels to this shit. There are rules to the game and shit like that.
But I feel like, Simo, I feel like you making it seem like you making it seem as though everything is like its own individual entity instead of it's all being like one and the same. It's definitely all one and the fucking same. It's just different.
What you mean?
I'm saying like
basically. Yeah, go ahead.
When I gave the analogy of the drug, when I gave the analogy of the drug dealer versus you saying somebody, like Al said, working in Nike or the head, like money is money. The way money works, that shit is all within the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, so it's going to get corrupt. The further and further you go up that money chain or the ladder, the more and more corrupt it is, regardless of what type of business you're in, what type of, it doesn't matter. It's all one and the same. You can't look at it like, oh, well, just because this is for music. And you don't expect violence to come along with music, but that shit fucking happens.
That's the best. That's the most perfect example you could have used, the music shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not nothing. I mean, it's not necessarily supposed to be about violence, but we've heard all the shit, music, all the stories in the music industry of all the fucked up shit that's happened behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So, so that was a perfect example. I mean, and just even that, another show like that show Scandal. I mean, I think that's another good depiction of just how fucking cutthroat shit be behind the scenes, like where they'll bring a motherfucker on TV with a smile and say the most peachy clean shit to us and make them seem like they model citizens, but behind the scenes they the most thug ass niggas, like you know what I'm saying? And that's just how that shit be. So it's like it's not necessarily a lifestyle. People are people. Like there's a lot of foul niggas in suits you see every day. You know what I'm saying? So I think, like Brian was saying, man, the more money involved, the more greedier niggas get. So I think it's definitely a high a probability that somebody gonna because think about it, they don't even have to necessarily just somebody's gonna get crossed. Like even if I work for a high tech company, this is a hypothetical. Let's say I work for a high tech company, you work for a high tech company, and you do the most foul, corrupt shit to fuck my shit over. That might piss a nigga the fuck off to want to do some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he might not be that type of dude, but if you fucked up somebody's whole dream, a nigga might want to fuck you over. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how that shit. I don't see why that's not a possibility.
I see that, but my argument is that if you have that money, you have that much clean money. We're talking about like the CEO of some other shit or whatever the fuck. We're not talking about a drug kingpin or whatever. But well, actually, yeah, we're comparing them to. If we're talking about a CEO that has billions or whatever the fuck, and at the end of the day, if you're talking about ruining a nigga, you're gonna fucking put some fucking lawyers on that ass or whatever and wrap their ass up in court and shit, and have them coming into court every month, every whatever the fuck, paying that court fee. They spending money. We exhausting all their money. We exhausting their money. That's the whole point of bringing drawing out the court process and shit. When you have money, that's how Trump does all the time. He brings
so do you
niggas.
actually believe that being a billionaire, if you get to be a billionaire in today's society, do you actually think that your money is clean? No. They don't. You can't be a billionaire without stepping.
Listen. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, but behind every great fortune is a great crime. I get you. But at some point in time, that shit is clean.
Yeah, that's a great ass quote, though, yo. That's a really good quote. That really is. That shit is the truth, though.
That shit is the truth. But I get you. But at some point in time, it's you're not doing shit. You're paying people to move around for you and shit. You know what I'm saying? You're paying people to move around for you, and it's not violently. It's legally. It's legally. You're paying people to put shit in court and do this shit and tie shit up and wrap this shit up. I don't give a fuck if this motherfucker slipped and fell in my store yesterday. We're gonna wrap this shit up. We're gonna wrap this shit up for at least 10, 20 years before he can get $10,000, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's how them niggas roll, dog. That's how them niggas roll when they got money. When you got big money, dog. It's not like drug dealers out there trying. Niggas will take your motherfucking head off and call it a motherfucking day and let somebody else take the motherfucking rap for that shit. No, these niggas that got real money, real capital, whatever the fuck, they will wrap your ass up in court. I don't give a fuck. Like I said, I don't give a fuck if your mama, your grandmama slip and fell in their store and trying to claim $1 million. They will wrap that shit up. They will wrap that shit up for the next 20 years, dog. And they give you 10,000, dog. At the end of the day, they'll wrap that shit up, dog. They're not playing, dog.
All right, so look at the whole the Epstein and all that shit like that. He was fucking with the elites. Look what he was doing. I think he was moving and shaking with them niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So look what he. So
my point exactly. Right, when you have real money, you can do some real fucked up shit out this joint and just pay motherfuckers to move for you. Move
of
around.
And you know how many people behind the scenes probably died behind all the fucked up shit that them niggas was doing?
Yeah.
And who knew what they did and had to keep the secrets and they knew shit was going to tell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like them niggas was on some thug shit. I mean, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But like they was moving like that. Like they was like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like I guarantee you niggas was getting killed behind the shit that they was doing.
He got killed because he was the puppet. He wasn't the ringleader. He was the puppet.
And that's crazy. And he had money. That's crazy.
But that leads back to what you were saying, Reds.
He's the general manager.
Contracts.
He's a GM.
Contracts.
He was a
Private
GM.
contracts.
He was like the president of the foul shit. Like they hired
I know what you're saying.
basically.
President of the bullshit.
They hired him to run the shit, but he ain't the brainchild behind the shit.
Why you think they got him up out of there? Because he was going to fold.
That's why they let that nigga. Yeah, and that's the reason why they put people like that in you know what I'm saying. So it's like if they fuck,
he wasn't.
It was like yeah. It's like he's
funny
like a shield.
like,
He's like a shield from them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny how like you can join the government, right? You can get a government job, right? And they say like you're a quote unquote GS employee, but then within the government they have contractors, and it's funny how like when certain like if they put out rules or whatever, like because you are a contractor, this does not apply to you. You have your own set of rules to go by. We could work for the same company, but I'm a contractor and your government. I answer to somebody else and you answer to, you see what I'm saying? That already lets you know where you stand at on the spectrum is when it comes to it, when shit hit the fan. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, cuz I don't answer to you. We make the same amount of money, but I answer to completely different people. That's like me and you working for, if I work for CVS and you work at CVS, but I work for, I'm contracted out. So when the boss says something, when they have like a meeting or something, it's like, oh, well, everybody got to start getting here, X, Y, and Z. But Brian, you're contracted. This doesn't apply to you. Like, what the fuck?
I'll be in there at 12, nigga.
Like, what the fuck you mean?
Exactly. Yeah, that's real shit though. I was a government contractor for a minute, dog. I was a government contractor for a minute. That's real shit.
And didn't they tell you all the time? Well, you answer to. It's weird how they treat you. They treat you differently, yo. They move differently. They say different things to you, even when it comes to being like disciplinary actions and stuff. They gotta treat you differently. It's weird.
That's what that Shadowgate talk about, Corey. If you watched it, Joe.
Whatever, nigga.
I recommend everybody watch that shit. Shadowgate.
Yeah.
Well, come on.
I'll send you the Dropbox.
Damn, what was I about to say?
Just rub that joint off YouTube.
I was about to say some shit.
To wrap it up, I mean, not wrap it up, but
no, don't wrap it up because I had some shit. I'm gonna remember that shit. Go ahead.
Put it in perspective. You saying like people don't obtain a certain power and they like it's too much, or
I'm saying there's levels to this shit. That's all.
Oh,
There's levels to this shit. There's levels to this shit. It's levels and a separation. Like he was like exactly like Brian was saying, is you a contractor, you got government motherfuckers. It's levels to this shit, and it's also separation. It's also separation.
Because you believe in like conspiracy theories, right?
Of course I do.
Like false flags and shit, right? So like people false flags to propel the public thought into war, so war makes money. So like, you know what I mean? Like you're not getting your hands dirty per se, but you're causing war to make money to sell guns and sell tanks. Like these shit, like the cost of a tank, bullet, the cost of, you know,
what's it like at least a milli each one, close to a milli, half a mil.
The cost of to put soldiers on the ground and shit, that shit costs a lot of fucking money.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I remember when Obama was first in office. They was going over the money and all that shit. Yeah. Like them niggas, like fucking Bush ain't already had them niggas in Afghanistan and shit. As soon as Obama got in office, it's like, oh, it costs $1,540,000, whatever.
I'm saying like the reasons we go in there, you don't think that's like manufactured?
Arabs and all them countries or whatever the fuck.
No, I'm talking about government agencies creating false flags for us to go into war, so certain people that have money invested in war making materials can get paid. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, I would say this. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that.
What do you mean? That's the whole reason they go to fucking war.
Yeah, yeah, I would agree. That's what I'm saying. I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that at all. I don't doubt that at all. America has been at war since. No, I'm not gonna say forever. Since the original Tea Party, we have been at war. We have been at war since the original Tea Party. We have. I don't think there's been a year that we have not been at war. But we've been at war since the original Tea Party in 1776 or whatever the fuck that shit was.
Yeah, we can't not be at war because war makes the most money. We can't take that away. Yeah. That's like McDonald's stopped selling fries. You can't do that. Like, why would they do that?
Yeah, we have been at war since we have been at war since the fucking independence, American independence. We have been at war since then. Since then.
I mean, even war is like kind of in the backdrop of the whole American, ideology. So it's like if you take that whole take that away, it's like it kind of takes away the backbone of America if you take the military away. You know what I'm saying?
The world's strongest army.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, Marcus. Because it's like that's the staple. Right? Like we hang our hats on that. You know what I'm saying? That's the quote unquote part of the American dream. Like, our country. You know what I'm saying? Even like with the national anthem and the bombs bursting in the air and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's just what we hang our hat on.
It's part of the song. They ain't get the black part though.
Mm-hmm. Nah. Is there a black national anthem?
Yeah, what's the shit? What's the black national anthem?
It's called the Electric Slide.
Ain't it Raise Every Voice?
Yeah, raise every voice, sing. That's all I remember, dog. From elementary school, that's all I remember.
Hey, somebody said the black national anthem is "Freeway, What We Do."
Oh shit!
That's up there.
I will second that though. I let it. That joint was factory. That joint was like that joint fax factory, fax machine.
Every time I
what we do.
I said, all right, so what's
even though what we do is wrong. Dog, that joint was oh shit, that joint just took me back, dog. Thinking about that video and everything, dog.
You done took the
I
wrong.
brought that up. I ain't brought it with the
I feel like I mean they might be a little bit older than us too, but I feel like you definitely got throw Marvin Gaye Before I Let Go in there. No, sorry, not Marvin Gaye. I'm sorry, but Before I Let Go.
Frankie Beverly.
Yeah. That's the cookout anthem too. So.
Yeah, cookout anthem. That's a cookout anthem. We ain't made it back to June or July yet. Hold on.
What about Outstanding?
Outstanding, what's that?
Outstanding.
Okay.
Yeah, that joint be rocking though.
That's Uncle Tommy. I think that's enough right there.
Did you know that? Did you know what the?
No, you gotta throw the Return of the Mac in that joint. You gotta throw the Return of the Mac in that joint. That joint
I wouldn't throw that.
That joint goes, dog. That joint goes. Return of the nigga, y'all niggas tripping now. That joint goes, dog. That's a cookout joint. Dog.
I think freeway. That freeway joint.
Yeah, dog. Yeah, dog. I wasn't expecting you to say that.
That's a national anthem. You go like this,
nigga.
Every time. Yep.
Yes. Exactly. And when we get off this joint, I will be listening to that joint because I haven't heard that joint in a minute. That
I
joint
saw the
look
video of that joint, and like they was having people sing that joint at the Philly game.
Exact video I'm talking about. Yeah.
The girl got up. It was I mean, everybody got up and going, but the girl got up and was going.
The sun come up, crack a 40 when the sun go down. It's a cold winter, y'all better bundle up. And I bet it be a hotter summer rapper onion just to rock it down. You hot now, listen up. Don't you know cops' sole purpose is to lock us down and throw away the king. But without this drug, your kids ain't got no way to eat, huh? We still try to keep mom smiling, cause when the teeth stop showing and the stomach start growling, then the heat start blowing. If you from the hood, I know you feel me. If a sneak start leaning and the heat stop working, then my heat start working, I'ma rob me a person.
Out to her.
Hey, and Hov ripped that verse.
that shit was before Philadelphia Freeway, dog. This nigga.
All of them killed that John. It was just a
Oh, and Siegel did, yeah. Everybody did, yep. See how C came on there.
Dog.
It was almost as if they got into the studio and was like, look, this everybody gotta come correct on this one. This
shit on this joint.
Wait,
Shit on this joint. Who was the producer on that joint?
No
They
hook.
didn't even have
right.
them niggas just kept going.
Yeah.
They
Just
kept
Blaze.
going. There was no hook.
Yeah. Oh, that's just
No
Blaze.
hook.
Okay. Yeah, they were just going on that joint. They just ran on that
The video was all cold in the winter. And
yeah, niggas had their little black gloves on and shit. Yeah, that was the shit.
The video looked like they was in Baltimore. I could be wrong though. But
They was in Philly, nigga.
Right down by the docks, right?
Oh yeah, they probably was in Philly.
It looked the same though. Philly and Baltimore look the same.
Exactly.
Philly and Baltimore look the same though. That's why I thought Baltimore, because that's where I'm familiar. That scene looks like Baltimore to me. So yeah,
same shit.
Hey, did y'all just speaking on Baltimore and Philly? Did y'all ever see was it Charm City Kings?
That job was alright, but it was also terrible.
What's that?
What happened?
Will Smith jump.
Yeah, it was alright, but also terrible.
Who and Will Smith? You said who and Will Smith?
So it's
the acting.
Yeah, it's Meek's. I think I want to say it's like based off of like Meek's like remote quote unquote story. Maybe not, but it's Meek's interpretation. But I think it's produced by Will and Jada, if I'm not mistaken. But it's in Baltimore.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
I like the bikes and
Yeah.
Did you see
what's it called?
Charm City Kings.
Charm City Kings.
It's a series, right?
it's one movie.
There's one? Oh.
It's a movie. All right, I'm gonna look at it. All right. I ain't trying to see no fucking series. I got too many series.
5 out of 10. 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10? God damn, it was that bad?
All right, 5.7 out of 10.
Damn, it was bad, huh? Shit.
You know, it's a good ass series that I just finished. The Queen's Gambit.
Dog, I was looking at that. I was gonna watch it. I was gonna watch it today.
That shit was alright.
Since we talking about series, did niggas finish the Lovecraft Country?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody said nothing about that joint in a minute.
I'm just waiting for season
last episode.
Huh?
Me and Paul was talking about last episode.
Oh, I missed it. What?
Yeah, that joint was wild.
Crazy.
I was disappointed.
What?
No, I was disappointed at the ending, man. I was disappointed at the ending.
That was one of the best endings.
Look, I mean, the shit went, dog. Don't get me wrong. The shit went. I was disappointed at niggas that died and shit, or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
I liked it. The ending. I mean, it just left so much for the next season.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that's why I say this shit need to be on Netflix so I can watch the whole goddamn season.
The shit. Denise.
Yeah, she going. She's like on some.
Yeah.
She's
on some
next
shit.
level shit.
Yeah, she better be on some shit
Because
with that fucking arm.
you could tell by when she was doing the comics, like how she was kind of like predicting. She didn't even understand like how she was foreshadowing the future.
Yeah.
It was
exactly. Weird. Yeah, she was doing her own shit. Yeah.
And that's why they were after her, like those demons and shit. Like they were like more so after her because they knew they can kind of sense that shit.
Hmm?
Yeah, that's like one of the best shows on TV right now.
Besides the gay shit, that shit was wild.
Oh man, it was like, dog, we could have did without that, and we would have had a good ass season, dog. It was like, what the fuck?
You said what?
The extremely gay shit.
Yeah, that shit was wild. Like, whoa. Like,
Yeah. What was it, two or three episodes or whatever? It was like, dog, it was no reason for that shit. There was no reason. It did have nothing to do with the fucking
yeah,
story.
it literally had nothing to do with
Nothing.
It's like they had
other than that relationship.
Nothing. He was mad at his dad, okay, but we didn't have to do all this other shit. He could have been mad at his father for whatever the fucking reason, dog. It was like, come on, man. Anything. He killed his dog when he was young. We gotta do this.
I got a question. What are you guys' thoughts on Kamala Harris? Like initial thoughts.
On what?
That's a good question.
Kamala Harris.
Kamala.
Yeah.
Kamala.
What do you think? Like, because a lot of you got a lot of people who voted for Biden because they just didn't want Trump in office. You have also a lot of people who voted for Biden because of the vice president.
Yeah.
By her being a female and by her being black. So, what do you think that what have you seen or heard from her that I don't know that do you think that she's I don't know, like what are your initial views and thoughts of her in general?
I say this. I think she's someone not to fuck with. You know what I'm saying? I think in a position of power and able to make some type of change or whatever, or have some type of sway over whatever. I think she's someone not to fuck with. I think she's a serious ass person, whatever. You know what I'm saying? In that chain of power, anyway. I don't mind. I like her being the first vice president. I like her being the first woman vice president, and it might be interesting to see what happens. I would like to see. I want to see what the fuck happens or whatever the fuck.
Are you interested because she's black, or are you interested because of her political views?
I'm actually interested because she's a woman. I'm actually interested because she's a woman at the vice president. She's the only woman to hold the first woman to hold the highest position in the land. You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see what the fuck she does. I'm very interested, whether she's black or what. And to be honest, it's I don't know. You know how shit rolls out here in the U.S. She's supposedly Indian and Jamaican or something like that, or whatever. She's Indian or Jamaican or something like that. So, you know, I'm pretty sure she's gonna put people of color anyway. I'm not gonna say a specific race or whatever, but she's definitely gonna put people of color and immigrants ahead of whatever. That's what I think. I don't think it's gonna be any dumb shit, but I think she's gonna do good. I think she's gonna do good as far as the first woman vice president. I don't like when people say, "Oh yeah, she's the first black first black woman vice president." Just say she's the first woman vice president. We don't got to get to the race with that shit. I just want to see what she do anyway. I don't like to get down to the race shit anyway. Let her do what she do.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Me personally, I mean, like I think So I know she's very knowledgeable. I know she's very like into it. But she's very she's very on it when it comes to like the debates and like articulating her point. I know she's always smart and top tier in class. I know some of her, but I also know some of her policies. Some of her policies might not be, or a little bit more edgy. And then also, it remains to be seen as to what she's going to do in office. And like I know of course, you know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
We gotta support and hope that she's doing the right thing. That's for everybody. We gotta support and make sure they're doing the right thing. But I think, me personally, I love the fact that, you know what I'm saying, it's a black woman in office. It's a person with diversity in office. It's something like the same way we had, like, and maybe not even us, but the people behind, younger than us, had Obama to look up to. Like females and young kids and young women, young girls have that to look up to now, where though they know that they can go and, you know what I'm saying, be the smartest person in the room and they can make it to one of the highest stages.
Alex, would you say she's blacker than Obama?
No. I don't know. No, I don't think so. I don't know if I don't understand why I don't know why we compare to, because Obama's mother was a white lady from Kansas, but his father was black from Africa or what have you. But her people is, I don't know her exactly.
She blacker.
Nah, man. I don't know, man. I don't want to put one person's blackness against another person's blackness, because you don't know exactly everybody's like into it.
Man, I'm bothering you.
I know. But the only other thing I will say is, like, and don't get me wrong, once again, I say she seems to be one of the smartest people in the rooms, and definitely is about her craft and it is about her shit. But for some reason, she always gives me like Paula Patton vibes when she's like talking and having conversations. And Paula Patton be like laughing and be ditzy and like her laughters and like conversations and once again, I know she's smart and I'm not taking anything away from her, but it'd be like she'd be like laughing and like she'd be having conversations and she'd be laughing, and it'd be just like, are you laughing at the question? Are you laughing at like trying to process it, right? Or are you laughing and just seem a little bit
I think she that's just part of her personality or her mannerism. It's just This is something that's gonna take some getting used to for sure, because it's just like, ain't nobody say nothing and you laughing.
That's all I'm saying. Like, that shit might be a nervous twitch or what have you. Because like a lot of people had those nervous twitches, and it might not be a nervous twitch, but it's just like her persona or what have you. That shit just been giving me like Paula Patton vibes or whatever. That might be remotely disrespectful to be saying, but it's funny to me.
Paula.
When that Batman movie come out?
with the vampire nigga.
Yeah.
What's the nigga? Yeah. What's the nigga name? I forgot the nigga name. With the vampire nigga. Yeah, I know what I was talking about.
If you'd have said it like for like Taboo, I would have got that. He said, Robert.
What's your thoughts, B? What's your thoughts, B?
I don't honestly, man. I chose to. I'm not really into politics. I know you can shoot me, love me, or hate me. I'm not into that shit at all. Like I honestly, I voted because I voted, and I voted simply because
that's
not
important.
based off of views or how I felt about an individual. I simply voted because I felt as though, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I felt as though there was pressure on me to vote more than any time. Like if I didn't vote, I would have been looked at like, oh my God, I can't believe like you didn't vote, or oh my God, you know what I'm saying? And I just was like, all right, you know what, fuck it. Like at least let's say if my vote does count in some strange way, if my vote does count And if I could make a difference in by me not voting versus me voting, if I could have made a difference, why not just take that shot in the dark? Why not? You know what I'm saying? Why would I not? But I honestly, I mean, I got her goddamn name wrong. I don't really.
So
They got a goddamn name, bro.
do you envision yourself? Not necessarily. I'm not saying you're going to be a political advocate moving forward, but do you envision yourself learning more and actually doing more next time around, or not really?
I could see that just based off of the way that this year has gone. With the whole Black Lives Matter movement, and the way 2020 has gone has kind of actually opened my eyes to certain things. And I feel as though I feel like people's intentions get lost in a lot of things. Like my intentions were to go to the polls to try to make a difference, even if it doesn't. You know, that's I think people's intentions. Like what your intentions are is kind of like everything. But yeah, I think I'll not be more involved, but just be more. Yeah.
Look, you living in Virginia, bro. Yeah, you're making a fucking difference. You living in Virginia, it's a fucking battleground state, boy. What you talking about? You thought you was going in there to fucking make a difference, and you don't know nothing, nigga. Yeah, you made a difference, nigga. Whatever your vote was, yeah, that's a fucking battleground state, nigga. What you talking about?
He's upset. He's upset.
You said right.
Yeah, I'm upset for you thinking that you didn't make a difference. Whoever you voted for, I'm like, dog, you're literally in one of those battle niggas that Trump wants to recount and all that shit or whatever the fuck. It's like, bruh, you made a difference in your state, bro. Whoever you voted
I think
for.
Biden he crushed Virginia though, didn't
he? Yeah.
No, it was close.
He won Virginia. He didn't crush it.
I think he crushed.
Yeah.
You know why he did though? Northern Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all day. That was my vote right there.
The Metropolitan.
That was my vote right there. I sent it over the top.
Hey Corey, you see how the difference in language goes right there. You see how Brian said he crushed it, and then we said no, he like narrowly won it. Like that's the same way with the landslide, and then like like the landslide, and then like actually narrowly winning. Like that shit is crazy. Like legit. Like the matter of fucking 4 votes would be like, yeah, he won it, and then all of a sudden it'd be like somebody be like he crushed it. I mean, I know B,
I get it,
and like literally just saying it, but that's how niggas be like, it was a landslide. Nah, it wasn't a real landslide. It was like a couple of votes either way.
Yeah, that's real talk though. I get it. Trump ain't trying to hear that shit though. He ain't trying to hear that shit. He ain't trying to hear that shit because he I think he had the same amount of electoral votes as Biden has right now. And there's a fucking landslide, and now he talking about, oh no, we need to.
So when does he have to give up his seat in the like when does Biden take over? Like when? Like is this
January 20th? January 20th.
Inauguration once he gets sworn in.
Okay.
Of course, right now they're in a transition phase, and you know what I'm saying, he's trying to get everything situated so that it can be a smooth transition. But
do y'all know how long Al Gore?
Y'all niggas got guns out here, dog.
Hey, Corey. Y'all know how long Al Gore thought he was president?
Almost a month, right?
That's a fucked up question. Hold on. Did you ask me how long Al Gore thought he was the president? That's fucked up for Al Gore, dog. Why you answer shit like that? That's some fucked up shit, dog. That's rude, dog.
It was almost a month, right?
He was almost president. Go ahead. This nigga thought he was president for 3 hours, dog. Go ahead.
No, nigga. A month.
It was 30.
Go ahead. Tell the story.
You said 30 years?
30 days.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. This Mr. I'm the president, dog.
What is you talking about? He's still
Until this
chilling in the
count
Oval
come back,
Office.
bro. I'm the
He's still
president.
chilling. He ordering. He doing room service. He got his own
Mhm.
shit.
Put it on my tab. Put it on my tab. Put it on my tab, dog. Put it on them niggas out there. I'm the president. Put it on them niggas out there. Put it on their tab, dog. Damn, Al Gore shit. Damn, he thought he was president for 30 days. Don't do that, dog. Don't tell me that shit. It's a funny ass shit, dog. That's a funny ass shit, dog. Thank you, president, for 30 days, dog. That is some funny ass shit, boy.
Where's George Bush?
And then you gotta go home. Then you gotta go home, dog. Oh shit! You can't go home to that 32-inch TV.
And at that time, it was a tube TV too. So.
Oh shit! Dog. Exactly. Oh my god. Oh, this nigga was livid. Then I gotta go home to my 32-inch TV. Fuck y'all niggas. Oh my god.
Hey, Rez, when you get a chance, Impossible on Netflix was pretty good.
Possible.
Impossible. Basically, it's about the family, the tsunami that happened in Thailand in 2004.
Oh, nigga, that movie. Oh, that song is good though. That song is good.
The John with Owen Wilson?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said what?
I've seen that John a long time ago.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's an old joint.
I just saw it. It was all right.
Nigga,
Yo,
that's suspenseful.
Hey, that's remember that when the mom was hitting them tree branches underneath.
Oh yeah, that shit was like, goddamn. You're not gonna make it about it, that joint. Yeah, you're not gonna make it about it, that joint. Yeah, that shit was tough.
No warning.
Yeah, that was a really good movie. Did it get any awards? I don't think it got any awards, but it was a really good movie that should have got awards. That shit was dope.
How you had no warning? Like, god damn. You just see that shit coming?
That was a Leonardo DiCaprio movie. That shit was dope. But it ain't getting no awards.
All right, we go rap.
You rapping?
Yeah. It was good after overtime.
Yeah, we had a good overtime.
Yeah, this first OT I did in a minute. God dang.
Straight off the rip.
Yeah.
No script, just straight off the rip. Yeah. I'm trying to put all the overtimes on Spotify, iTunes, all that. Everything else is on iTunes.
Yeah.
Fuck with it.
Yeah.